Are you like totally sick? It's that time of the month again, isn't it? And you've got to set some incentives. So if you want some ideas how to incentivize your team this month, then keep watching. So I don't know about you, but when I was running sales teams, one of the things that I knew was really important was keeping my team's energy like super high and making sure they were really excited about achieving their targets each and every day. And actually, not just every day, but every week, every month, and every year, because as we all know, in sales, you're only as good as your last set of figures. And as a sales manager, I think that's a real challenge. And one of the things that I found was really helpful for me was actually running incentives that got the team excited and actually rewarded them for that hard work every single day. Because in other professions, you can't have an off day in sales. You need to keep going. You need to keep performing. And actually, having some great incentives in your kit bag is a great way of being able to drive your team. So I believe there are 3 different types of incentives that you need to have whipped up your sleeve that you can pull out at any point in time. Now, the first type of incentive is the seasonal incentive. I used to love this. This is all around maybe Halloween, or it's around Valentine's Day, or it's around Christmas, or it's about a summer holiday. The point is that actually it's something that's going on in that particular time frame. What's really nice about this is that this can run for a slightly longer period. You could run this for anything up to a month, but that you theme the incentive around the actual period that you're targeting at. So if you were doing something around Valentine's Day, it might be all around prizes with hearts on them. So you might have love heart sweets, you might have bottles of champagne, you might have vouchers for some flowers, cinema tickets for 2, all that kind of stuff. Think about theming all the way through. Maybe even getting the team involved in doing things like writing letters to each other about how much they love each other. Not literally, but certainly about why they like to work together. The first idea is to think of seasonal incentives. You can also do some really nice things there around decorating the rooms. I've got to be really honest, like the pound shop is your friend. And I always used to particularly like Halloween because it meant that you could make the entire office like really spooky dooky. And remember to include people who aren't in the office. Don't forget about your sales guys. How are they going to get involved? The second type of incentive plays upon your team's competitive nature, and these are the games-based incentives. These can be really simple, but it can be a great way of engaging people. And there's nothing better than this for a whiteboard. I love a good whiteboard because you can do things like you can draw snakes and ladders up there. And for every target that they achieve that day or that week or whatever it might be, you can actually get everyone together in a break and play the game. And for each point they achieve, they might get a roll of the dice. Whoever gets to the end first gets a prize, so on and so forth. But you get the idea. You can even use real life board games. And I've even used some of those big fold out plastic sheets before, where you actually got a game laid out in the corner of the office, which can be great fun. The key with the game-based incentive is to be very clear about what the rules are. And also to think about how you're going to get the teams together so that they can play. So doing this maybe on a Friday afternoon or on a coffee break, if you're doing it on a day-to-day basis, is a great way to do it. But you want everyone together so you instill that sense of fun and competition. And remember, when you're setting this kind of incentive, you want everybody to be able to participate. You want everybody looking to achieve. So wherever possible, try and think about games where it's not always just the person who gets the most rolls of the dice, for example, that are going to win. That was one of the reasons why I used to love Snakes and Ladders, because it was so unpredictable. You know, the people who were doing really well would suddenly hit a snake and they were right back to the bottom. And the person who'd been plodding away all day, every day, and had finally got a couple of rolls of that dice might end up taking away the grand prize. So think about it. How are you going to involve everybody? Because if you're not involving everybody, if you're not engaging everybody, then guess what? There's no point in running an incentive. The third type of incentive is the one that I think every sales manager should have ready to go at any point in time. And this is the Quickfire incentive. This is for days like the last day of the month. It's really easy for people to switch off, either because they've hit their target and they're like, oh, I'm done, or alternatively because they've thought, I'm not going to hit my target. It's like, what's the point? you know what? That's the time when you need to be able to pull something out of the bag and literally have a little one-day incentive that's just going to really drive people. I love cash for this. It's a brilliant way of exciting people. Literally sellotape £10 notes on your incentive board. First person to get to this gets the first £10 note. The first person to get to that's the £20 note, so on and so forth. Remember, this is for quick driving of your team, so be ready to go with it at any point in time. This gets the team super motivated, and it means that at any point in time, if you start to sense an energy drop, you can pull something out the bag. Because it's cash as the incentive, even if they're not going to hit their target, they're still going to want that 20 quid to go out drinking tonight. So I'd love to hear some more about all the incentives you've ran, the games you've played, the results you've delivered with fun incentives. I think as sales managers, this is one of those things that keeps coming up again and again and again. So the more ideas you can get for this, the better. So if you've got some things that have worked for you in the past, then why not drop them in the comments so that we can all benefit from them. If you've enjoyed this video, then I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button and of course ting the bell to make sure that you get notified every time we upload another one of these videos. And until next time, just remember to be sales-tastic.